Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Annie Miraj Kidwai. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well and doing great in your lives. If not, then there is nothing to worry about at all, because there are phases in our lives. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's not that sunny. So that's all fine. To know more about me, go and check out www.vertexsolution.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to talk about in this video, I'm basically going to talk about how to manage mood swings or a change in your mood from high to low or low to high. So what happens in that phase and how you can handle it. This happens in manic depression, mania, hypomania, or bipolar disorder as well, or in general. So mood swings do happen. What can you do? What measures you can take that point of time? So the first is medication. If it is going into extreme, which hampers the way you experience surroundings and changes around you, so do take a psychiatric advice and take medications on time. 2. How can you deal by yourself? So the one thing you need to understand when you go into that phase, in that manic phase or in that depressive phase, which is often a very, very tough phase for any individual, and you are unable to understand that what is happening and how things are going, what's going in your head, things are moving around you, you detach yourself from your regular activities, and you lack sleep, you lack good exercise, you do not get involved into exercises a lot that much. So what you can do about it? So you need to understand one thing, that there are few things which are not in our control. If things are not going good in your life, people are not reacting in the way you expected them to react, so they are not in our control and we cannot control them. So what we can do is, we can only control ourselves, we can only control our own actions, we can control our words. And sometimes it happens, ladies and gentlemen, that whenever something happens around you, or any kind of an episode happens or experience happens that may trigger that phase or that feeling right in you, which can trigger hypomania or a manic episode or depression. Certainly it all happens because of the experiences around us, professional or personal life experiences. So I would suggest you to how one can balance themselves during those times. Now, one is that you can opt for medications, go to a psychologist, a clinical psychologist, for a counseling session or a psychotherapy or a talk therapy, where you can share about your feelings to that person. You can share how you're feeling at that point of time, and they will definitely help you out with reference to that when it is going in absolute extremes. So the most important part during that phase is how one can balance. So we need to learn how to balance our emotions that point of time, which is in a high and low phase. Rather getting detached, you can try pulling the negative thoughts that coming in your mind, away or out of your mind, and countering those thoughts that are pushing you back to some kind of a feeling where you lack interest. So you need to counter those thoughts in a way that will develop your interest, maybe in a daily activity, maybe cooking, maybe doing your daily chores, maybe working, or by having social interactions. So that point of time, you need to talk to somebody. You should chat to somebody and tell your feelings to that another individual, that how you are feeling about it. When we share what we are feeling, we feel little lighter. Okay, when we have shared our feelings, how it can be therapeutic to you. It can be therapeutic because when you share, you may get responses with reference to whatever feeling you have shared, and the responses has to be positive one. So you should be very I would say choosy here to whom you should share whatever you are feeling. So it's a huge world, it's a huge place. There are types of people, different types of people, and everyone is different in understanding and interpreting what you are sharing. So whatever you are sharing, that person should be close to you, your family member or a close friend or a therapist whom you trust a lot. Sharing your grief, sharing your experience, sharing the trigger, because why you got that trigger, will help you build relationships and will help you ease the way you are feeling at that point of time. Drink water, hydrate yourself. So at that point of time, hydrating yourself is important. Okay, hydrate yourself. Try to listen some good music and distract your thought from whatever negativity is acquiring your mind during that phase of depression. Medications certainly do help a lot during such manic phases, right? So here is the play, that how well you can manage the mood. So you need to push the negativity, the negative thoughts away, and indulging yourself into some good things, good exercises, good activities that boosts your mood, or maybe you like them doing, not the negative ones, not the substance abuse I'm talking about, not those kind of activities which might be little might give you a momentary pleasure but are not healthy overall for your physical and mental and emotional well-being. I'm not talking about those activities. I'm talking about the positive activities which impacts your life positively, right? So a good company is also important, with whom you're sharing that feeling which you're going through. So you need to keep your mind seated that I need to get this worked out. I need to get this sorted out. I have to sort it out. It is just a phase of the life, and it will pass on, and everything will be fine. Things will be fine. Okay, everything will go fine. So always keep this hope that things will be fine, and it is just a phase. It can be handled. It will be fine in the future. I know at times mood swings, when happens with bipolar, it is extremely difficult. I understand that, and it is very difficult for the people around them as well. You just need to acknowledge and accept the condition for the people who are around and for the people who are going through it. Acknowledge and accept it. I know when you share, some people may not understand what you're sharing to them. So it's important to share your feelings to those who can understand you and empathize with you, right? So we do not need to share everything whom we do not know. We do not have any kind of a relationship, right? Because they will not able to understand, right? Though, because we also need to understand that society is so different, and we have to understand the society from the lens of society as well, right? So there are different types of people, they have different mindsets, and we cannot control them, right? But we can try to control our own emotions. So those who can empathize with you, connect with those people, right? If it feels like crying, try to give some time to you. It's all right. It happens with everyone on this planet, on this earth. Everyone goes with such kind of mood swings every day in their lives. It's just a thing that happens with everyone. If it is happening with you, you are not unique. So it's okay. Human emotions are like this, and we go through certain experiences every day in our life which might not be positive for us. I go to a lot of experiences which might not be positive for me. So we need to understand that whatever negative is happening, it's not you who are responsible for, but for the positives you can be responsible for. You can start the positive initiative from your end by creating positivity around you, no matter other people are doing it or not doing it. But you can take this plunge to make peace. You can take this plunge to initiate positive activities around you with people, right? So at times it's important when things go out of the hand and people are just coming over you. So you need to draw the boundaries and draw the lines there. But how will you differentiate that at that point of time, what is right and what is not right? You can't go by the feeling, but a rational judgment, right? So do not react impulsively in that period. Rather, give yourself some time, relax yourself, take a deep breath, have a glass or sip of water, listen to some good music, try to distract your thought, okay? Or you can try writing about it, okay? Write your thoughts. Then analyze what you have written, observe what you have written, and make a rational decision between the right and the wrong. I hope this helps. Thank you so much and have a great day.